in the right format. Hopefully we don't get kicked out of this spot. Let me know how it looks when you come in here. Meanwhile, I'm going to get the baits out. Welcome in as anything as possible. We're fishing for carp and catfish today. Let me get it set up so we're fishing and not staring at each other. I'm going to put a tiger nut boilie on the carp rod with pack bait. Had to do a good bit of work to get down to this spot. So, pretty dang sweaty already, and it's going to be a hot one. So, is packed, so here we are. Put a bait stop on. So kind of a banged up rig. Got to order more rigs. I hope they don't cut grass over here. As soon as I set up, they started firing up the mower. And I'm in a field that is private, I believe. I don't know. I just looked at the river. It looks good. Good enough, that'll work. That'll work. That's our carp setup. You know the deal. It's a carp setup, but we can catch channels on it as well. Throw some chicken liver or gizzards on the other rods. I got the camera facing the other way, so my apologies right now. I can't see y'all, but I want to get these rigged up and get it out there, and then I'm going to sit behind the camera. I don't think they're going to be out too far. This is the deep spot on this side of the river. That's what it looks like to me. I've fished the other side and never had luck there, but I've always felt like this was a better spot, so here we are. The other way. Why start doing things right now? Got my double hook angling rod holders in. If you don't have double hook, go check them out. It's out of Kansas. Makes awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Ties great jigs, fly. Yeah, come and get me, Copper. And I'm breaking the law down here, fishing in the river, and arrest me. These rod holders are made out of steel, so they don't bend like the other Walmart variety. I know I told Brad to go buy the Walmart variety, and they do work just fine, but these are a lot better. So if we hook up, you're going to see me break my neck to get down there to net them because it's a cliff. But you know what? We find fish here. That's what we do. We're going to find fish and deal with the consequences of getting that fish in later. And it's going to be hard to see Chad again because the sun is right in my face. Oh man, there's Jenny. I need Jenny in my life this morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Pickles is in the house. Skeeter, Stu. So many members in here already. Appreciate you guys. Jay Fishing. You got to understand, like I'm staring into the heart of the sun right here. And I'm sure somebody's already said it. There's Justin. Finally got rain. We might get something tomorrow. I don't think we are. Steve Brill. No, Steve, we just cast it in, bud. Spot we were at yesterday was packed, man. It's packed. So I came down a little bit further. I'm doing good, Will. I'm out fishing, man. Can't get any better than that. We'll get some fish, I hope. Either way, we'll work up an appetite. I'm thinking I won't be live next week. I think I need to take a week off, go deer hunting, and I know this is kind of the deer that I'm been chasing are really kind of peaking right now. They're getting ready. Pre-rut is kind of the best time to go after them. So I'm thinking next week, since I might shoot a video or something, but I don't have any reception at our hunting spot. I can't even go live down there for like a quiet live. I just can't. So I'll post. I'll keep you guys in the loop for sure. I mean, we're going to be live tomorrow, definitely. We're going to be live even Saturday for Kevin's birthday, and there's a trout tournament that we're going to do with Travis Yoder. He'll be fishing with us. Yesterday we fished with Steve Brill. So yeah, welcome in guys, and going to hopefully catch some cats and carp today. We'll see. Creed, welcome in. There's Creed. Stupid YouTube, man. Twice I started the live and it wanted me to go to sideways, and it's like, you know what? You don't understand, when we're out here in the field, you can't see crap sometimes, you know? You got the sun blazing on you. You sometimes getting stuck in less than ideal video situations, and that's when you got to be playing with these settings that are, you know, you can't even see the buttons, you can't even see what it says. They're so tiny. Not like I'm sitting here in my house, you know. You should be able to preset this thing, and you should be able to go out and hit the dang button, and you should pop up in the format you picked. I don't know what's going on with it. Thanks, Jenny. Jenny is always going to keep it peaceful. Oh yeah, and Travis is 30 kids. Yep. 30 kids from Travis. Definitely. It's going to be fun. Apple butter, probably 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. You can take it back out and reheat it. You can cook it on low on the stove, and that'll give you another 2 weeks. I learned that trick before. And it'll thicken up. It's a little, everybody likes it different. Like my parents just gave me a jar of apple butter because they said it was too thick. I'm like, I think it's too thin. You know, everybody's different. But I personally like a little bit thicker. So if I were you, I'd throw that on my stovetop, heat it back up, simmer it, chill it down, and put it back in for another 2 weeks in the fridge. That's what I do. Exactly. It can munch on mealworms. $4 from Bulk. Welcome. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. I walked pretty far before I popped up. I actually was jogging down the river, checking out some of these spots, and there's a spot that it kind of looks, this looks promising to me. So I like where I'm at. Did I put I need to put more bells on, guys. Give me a second. Yeah, I still got to get my other doctor's appointment for my foot, so I might do all that stuff next week in between hunts. I got to get my foot right. Where'd that bell go? It's going to be in the 80s today, low 80s. It's going to be a hot one, guys. It's going to be a real hot one. Started in close, kind of what we did yesterday. We started in close, and then we went further out. So we're going to do the same thing. Give at least 30 minutes, maybe even an hour in this spot. And then we'll cast further out. We're really limited on where we're going to go from here, though. So we're kind of, we're stuck here. I checked out the whole other side, and there's no casting. It's all shallow and thick, so it spills off on this side. So I believe we're in the right spot. We'll grind it out. That's what we do. Wild Hook, welcome. Stuart's going to be live at 2 p.m. Eastern. Oh, Vulcanator just had a tap. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. It's the chicken liver right there. Cheers, Paul. Paul had an awesome video come out. I'm totally biased living here in Pennsylvania with Paul. But Night of the Living Dead, I never realized that was filmed in Pennsylvania. And we have that in common. That's like my favorite movie of all times. We just watched The Return of the Living Dead last night. You know, it's a really cool movie. It's what all the other zombie movies I think are based on. I could be wrong about that, but. There's Lucy Warren. Welcome in, Lucy. Ooh, big fish just rolled out there, way out. Hey, Steve. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. That was my fishing partner yesterday right there. Good man right there. Skeeter, happens to all of us, bro. It happens, man. If you don't get skunked, you lying. That's what I say. Everybody gets skunked. Ralph, what's going on? I watched a video of Ralph, and I really like that style that you did where you're doing the what do they call that? A voiceover? I really enjoyed that. You did a really good job on your voiceover. I tend to use voiceovers just like in small parts of my video, but actually shooting the whole thing, whole video, editing it, and then doing the voiceover, it was really effective. I liked it. Yeah, I started off sideways, Glacier. It happens, bro. Don't worry, I chummed it up for you. I chummed it off. Sunburn in October. Dude, I'm getting roasted out here. It's bad. Buzztail, welcome, welcome. I apologize right now if I miss anything. It is so hard to see. I mean, I hope you guys can see anything. I literally can't see anything in my phone. I can barely see your guys' chats. I can't see the picture at all. Sun is like straight in my face. I see AAP. Awesome channel right there. AAP Homestead in the house. What is going on? We got a good one yesterday. Steve showed up and we slammed a big old channel cat. $2 from Creed. Thank you, bro. Creed just upgraded the sharks. I saw that yesterday. Appreciate that. -30 for the track. Yeah, we do have a cold front coming through. I don't know what time it's going to come through, but we shall see what that does to fishing. There's the skunk. Welcome in, skunk. Glad you made your way down the turnpike to us. Terry B is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Halloween cookies for the boys. Nice. I don't know what we're doing this year. I think I'm taking Kev out. This is going to be the first year Lyle doesn't go out. So he just wants to give out candy, but nobody comes to our house. We're in the middle of nowhere. Nobody trick or treats, so I don't know. Not sure what we're going to do. Dressing up as a skunk. Morning, Jimmy. Hope you're doing good. 39 degrees is the low on Saturday morning. Wow. That's not too bad. That's actually where it should be, but it's going to feel cold. It's been so hot. I'm going to get my sunburn. My sunburn's going to get frostbitten. It's kind of how it goes in Pennsylvania. $30 I'm going to recast the green rod way out there in the middle. Leave the other ones in close for the whole hour. It just looks so good right here. I'm like, there's got to be a channel under these branches and trees. So I figured I'd hit them with 2 livers and put the carp bait out to the side. All I want for Christmas is a skunk cat. Kev dresses up as me for Halloween. He'll get all the candy. Kev is dressing up as a zombie, I believe. It's probably You know, we're almost always zombies. I make a good zombie because of my broken foot. I kind of walk like a zombie anyway. We got 16 in, 21 thumbs up, 22 thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. Like the looks of that spot. Don't have much of a choice, but here we are. My first three choices were all taken today, so ran out of time and you know, familiar with this whole area. It's good. All you got to do is find the right structure, and you know there's gonna be cats under it, so it's just a matter of getting them to bite. It's just how much work it takes to get to the spot and how much it sucks to bring in fish and all that crap. Special guest on Skeeters Live. Gray Heron is setting up as a male Karen. Oh, Lord. I'm going to try to just relax today, chill, since we're kind of stuck here anyway. Hopefully we get on them, but I'm not going to go crazy trying to make it happen. If it happens, it happens. This is really our last week doing this style of fishing anyway. We might pop around, but we're going to chase the trout soon. We got some trout stockings, and the carp are going to come back on. So we're going to start chasing spots where we can fish for carp and trout at the same time. Ketchup goes well with fish tacos. Get out of here. Yeah, that's part of YouTube, you know. I don't know what to say about that one. We'll keep politics out of it. That's another reason why I want to kind of shut it down for the next week. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be crazy. They ain't going to let them in, period. So it's going to be bad. Oh, man. And it don't matter. It don't matter who gets in. Ain't going to solve anybody's problem. Might have a few more dollars or whatever, but the human race needs to change big time regardless. People complain about political leaders, but you get what you get. You bring these people in, you bring them up through the ranks, and you know, it's a reflection of who we are, whether we like it or not. That's what politics is. Just want to get it all done and passed and settled, and then we can move on. I think the next day they should close down everything and everybody should go to bars and drink. That's what I think. One big party to forget about it and move on. One 800 buy a fish. I can't afford nothing. Oh, there we go. Right on the right, guys. Right on the right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fish on. Am I going to get this thing in? We got him on. I don't know how I'm going to get him in. Get up here, kid. Don't throw it in here. Don't throw it in. Yes, sir. We got him in. I'll find fish. I don't care. I'll find fish. Oh, get up here. Yeah. Yes, sir. He's got something to say. I'm just gonna keep fishing anyway. What the freak? That was a crazy cat. Yeah, phone's overheating, guys. I don't know if I'm live. I don't know if you saw that fish. Yeah, we back, but I got nothing to fish with now. Broke off my other rig. This rig's jammed up. I had a nice channel there. I brought it up, showed y'all, but I don't think you saw anything. I think I'm gonna pack it up. I can't do nothing. This thing's jammed up. I can't see the screen. This is why, Stuart, this is what I talked about, bro. I can't be on the phone before I go live. The phone gets hot. With running those apps, running the map, it gets hot. And then you pop out here in the sun, it overheats. I can't do it. Whole day is just ruined. I need something to wrap that around so I can grip my hand up. That's the other complaint I have with the Mad Catch reel. You can't lock it out. It always slips on you. Sometimes you don't want it to slip. That's how strong that line is. Look, that bent that hook right out. Let's see here. We'll leave that out. That one's shot. I think I can get this one up and running the quickest. We'll do that. That was a beautiful, beautiful little channel cat. I mean, small, but beautiful. Had the, you know, the yearling markings, the dots on it. Beautiful wild channel. All right, what are we doing here? So we got to replace a hook. Sure, I got extra hooks. I don't know if I have the 5/0 that I like so much though. Here, if I got them. Yes, I do. He picked it right up for a little channel. He took it right down. He was a good fighter. I would have been in trouble if he was any bigger, honestly. The green one I'm going to rig up, and this one I'm going to launch out there into the middle of the river. I may take tomorrow off. I gotta look at the weather. If that cold front's coming through, it might be smart to be in the stand tomorrow. I'll let you know. Check out my community post. I probably should have ate that channel. That's a good eating size. It ain't been in the river long. It's just a baby. Perfect size to eat, though. Glad to catch them. I'll put my thread. I put as little red on these livers as I can. So I might lose it on the cast, but it's still, I find it's a lot better to go less. Get this thing adjusted now. Shouldn't be this hard. Nice little wake. Let's see if that gives me a bite here. Let's get this out. That's good. Got that where I wanted it. I really like these holders. That angle is just perfect. I like a vertical rod, but just a little bit down from vertical. Just absolutely perfect design. Whew. It is cooking out here, guys. There's really no shade. I'm just straight up in the back of this field getting baked. Welcome in, Sampy. Rod's in. Got no proof, but I did catch a fish. not the first time that YouTube overheated the second I had a fish on. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I guess good luck. I don't know. Nice greed. Pickles. So I don't know how you saw it, man. I don't think anyone else saw it, but that's cool. It's going to go down again because it's doing that same thing. I'm hoping once the sun gets up, it's not as bad, but it's just beating flat on it. And that was on the phone the whole way here. I had the map app on. That phone was already hot. When I go live, I usually make sure it's at 100%. It ain't on the charger, none of that stuff. Because that'll all just make it overheat once you're live. If you got into heat like today, 80s and no breeze. It's just no breeze out here. Yeah, it's real hard to see you guys in chat. So if you're trying to convey something to me and I'm missing it, please just send me a message later, email me, or comment on the live. And it's really hard, guys. Really hard. And I apologize. Yeah, I saw you guys down there when I drove in. That's where I was setting up, but there was too many people down there, so I came up here. I don't have a lot of time. By the time I get my kids to school and pick out a spot, I got to set up right away. So came over here. Find fish down here too. It's us. It's us, Justin. Keep overheating. I'm hiding behind the trees right now, trying to get shade, but I'm sitting on the back of a farmer's field. It's just, the heat's cranking. It's a southern slope with the sun right at us. Looks like a good fishing hole. We already caught one, but it's just overheating. If it overheats again, we'll just take it down. I'll just turn the camera for a little bit and go home. It's like a creepy Halloween view. We're looking through the woods here. Those minnows would be good from here, but I don't think I'm going to throw minnows for Saturday. You can get some if you want. I got to go home, and I haven't even looked what I'm going to do for Saturday yet. Should wear the Jason costume. The overheating thing is just insane. With the technology today, it's insane and it's an issue. I mean, God, it's November. Literally the last day in October. 80 degrees, direct sun, no breeze, overheating. And I've had this before. Like if I use my phone before going live, or if it's dead and I'm charging it, it gets hot from charging. That's what causes it. Today I was running, it was low. I had it on the charge. I was talking. I had the map on. So it, and then I had to run up and down the bank looking for a spot to fish. So I had it in my pocket. So it was already like, hot. But you'd think it would be able to, an easy setup to cool it down. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I have to look into that, Jimmy, because it's, and I'm doing a lot of stuff at once here, the kids and the family and the schools, and then talking to people. I need to be able to run off of my phone and then set up and do my 4-hour live in the sun, let alone 80. I mean, it's gonna be 100 in the summer. We're live. You sit up under a big, shaded area that sucks at fishing just so you can have a good signal. I got to check out those units. 75 next Thursday. Jesus. I'm telling you, it's going to be 60s for Christmas again. It's going to be the 60s in the Christmas time. Well, I'll tell you, there's not a lot of water, so the water will change temps fast when it's this shallow. So if we do get a cold spell and we don't get a lot of rain, it'll freeze pretty quick. But oh, green rod, guys. I don't even know if you can see through the woods. I'd rather have you back here. I bring one in, at least I can show it to you. Oh Lord. I got 12 people watching. Appreciate you guys. Exactly, Creed. Oh, man. We go from overheating to like the batteries dying in minutes because of the cold. What's going on, Rick? We got a carp set up. We got the nerd set up that I was telling Avid about on the rod all the way to the left, and then the other two rods are catfish, 6/0 circle hooks. We're dealing with overheating issues, so right now we're hiding in the tiny bit of shade that's here. I think I'm still in the shade. The one cat I caught that we overheated right in the middle of the fight, of course. Can't make this stuff up. We lost over 3,000. Oh, that's nothing, man. That's nothing. Justin, just wait. Gets better and better, bro. The mysteries of YouTube. All right, let's not disturb Travis. He's working. Probably why my phone's overheating. Smoke in the air from Travis. I'll try to remember to go back. What are we at? I swear I don't know if I can do a screenshot while I'm live. My camera says I've been alive for 102 hours on the top of it. I've never seen that before. I think I'm melting my phone. I was gonna look at the time so I can go back and get that link from you, Jimmy. I'm trying to smile, Jenny. It's just the last 2 days have been tough, man. 2 dang tough days in a row. I'm only one person. I can only do so much. I'm not going to be fake with y'all. My brain is fried. Yeah, Justin. Yep, happens all the time. You lose subs, you gain subs, you lose views. That's the people that talk about analytics. Like, I've looked at it enough. It's silly to try to make sense of it because it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. It doesn't add up. We've taken samples of it. We've analyzed it. I know Ted's done a lot of it. To try to make sense of it, to me, is a whole silly enterprise. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And we took a pretty deep dive into it. So I wouldn't worry about it, man. You're doing good. The problem with analyzing your own channel is that humans think on the short-term basis. You worked your butt off, but those dividends roll out slowly over a long period of time. That's why I like creating resource centers, playlists, things that people can go to. Yeah, it might be the live that lands them or the short that lands them, but when they start poking around and they see that you have an answer for almost anything, they're going to come back. And that's when instead of getting one view, they start clicking on your thumbnail at the end. You turn one view into 3. You turn 100 views into 300 views, 1,000 into 3,000. That's the stuff that I try to think about. Yeah, my luck, I do a screenshot and lose the live again today. I'm not doing nothing but sitting here and trying to figure out what time it is because it tells me it's 102 hours into my live. I'm guessing it's 1 hour and 2 minutes, but it's got a negative sign in front of that. Nothing makes sense on my screen. I wish you guys could see it. I've got an ice pack over my phone right now. I've got an ice pack strapped to it. I've got my ice pack hanging over the thing. Put it back. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, you're welcome, Justin. I'm not saying I know more than anybody else. That's just my take on it. And I'm not an analytical person by nature. So if anyone can figure it out, somebody like Nolan could figure it out for Mission Discover. If that dude tells you, like, well, here's how it works, and it still might not add up because it doesn't always make sense, but he's got an analytical brain. I don't. Like, my view on it is I want to do what I want to do for the channel for 2 years. And if you ain't making it at that point, and you're not where you want to be, you're not living the lifestyle you want to live, then you look at it and make a change. Otherwise, if you change analytics, all you do is you make it what YouTube wants you to make it and not what you want to make it. And then you just got yourself a job again. So I'm not down with that. That fish just rolled out there again out in the middle. Jimmy, that would be awesome, bro. I hate to be that guy and be like a prima donna, but the way today's going, it is something I need to invest in. I don't know if it's my next purchase. I got a few things I need to get. I got a missing Amazon order I got to track down. It says it's on my doorstep. It ain't on my doorstep. Creed, you'll like Justin's channel. That dude just butchered a 1,000-pound steer that got hit near his house. If that's not the most Arkansas thing I've ever heard. Well, that is very greedy of you, Rod. You should have sent one of those storms our way. We could have used that. Yeah, I'm telling you, more and more, I'm watching more people like Jenny, more people like Yogi. You know, fishing is awesome. It's a great way to relax. I love going to different channels, but a lot of times the chats can kind of be very negative, and I try not to be negative, but I also want to be real. I don't want to have a fake smile on my face. Some days are tough. And when I have tough days, I ain't watching my own live. I'm going to watch Yogi or Jenny. Because it's simple. It's simple. As long as you can change yourself, then you can change everybody else. But you got to take care of yourself first. I don't like that rod on the right. I may have to move that. Yeah, agreed, Pickles. Agreed. It's like working for a crazy boss. A completely like insane boss. Storm. I would love to be woken up at 4 a.m. by a storm right now. I'd be so thrilled. 47. Better send one of those Afghans over to Rod, Julie. Sit there freezing his butt off. Enjoy your heat, Pickle said. Don't be a bum, hit that thumb, Jenny says. 11 bucks from Walmart. Jimmy, you know me, bro. You know that. I might have to go over there on the way home then. I can afford that one. Yep, never be fake. That's the worst thing you can do. Being fake just traps you into a place you don't want to be. Glacier fixed something. I don't know what he fixed. Looks like the storms might be headed your way. You know, people think they know what's coming here, but everything stops at Pittsburgh. Like, to try to figure out what's coming from the Midwest, a lot of that stuff doesn't make it over the mountains. Pittsburgh steals our weather and then shoots it up north or south, you know? We have about a 6-hour window that you can read the weather, and that's after it passes through Pittsburgh. You kind of know it's coming at that point. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, exactly. That's true, Travis. I could have banged some out on my driveway. They've been so low coming over our house. They're still in the summer fields. Let's cast that rod to the right. Pretend like we're fishing out here. Oh, Lord. Living in the human form is not easy. Every day, practice those thoughts and dive into your hobbies and keep positive energy regardless. Yes. Fixed it again is an interesting way to put it. It kind of suggests you'll be fixing it again soon. Cool thing that stuck with me from yesterday, 2 days ago, I don't know, whenever the last I saw Yogi. Big gray heron coming. There's the gray heron going right down the river, guys. He was talking to somebody about, the person was trying to like control their anger. Apparently they have an anger issue, right? Who doesn't? And he was trying to be angry less. And Yogi said, don't try to be angry less. Try to cultivate the other, the nice feelings, and try to cultivate the all the opposite things. And so that made a lot of sense. Not a way that I looked at things before. Like, how are you going to do something less? Just try to do the other thing more. I think it's a better way to look at it. That hit me yesterday, or whenever I heard it. I don't remember when I heard it. Always fixing it. Shoot, that's Alaska right there. That's Alaska there. Always fixing it. I would sum up my 10 years in Alaska. Always fixing it. Broken again. They sure do, Pickles. Yeah, he's right there, Justin. That's why I don't show my farming too much, my chickens and my aquariums and all my other stuff that, they want you to be a product. You're a piece of a puzzle that they can put out there. But that being said, there are channels that pull it off. I would just punish my members with that type of content and leave the public with my fishing. Yeah, I'm totally in agree with Pickles there. You still do what your vision is, but he's not wrong about making that statement. That is how YouTube is. Even with thumbnails, like, you can use, once you find a thumbnail that works, you can just keep using that thumbnail and you will have similar views almost all the time. And that's, to me, it's just sad. But that's how it works. To me, that's the problems with AI and things that scare me about the future with AI. Nice, Creed. That's nice. I got one in the works right now. I'm hoping for next Friday. They seem like they take me 2 weeks now. Just being live every day, I don't have the time to sit down and edit like I used to. And not that mine are any, fantastic works of art, but it takes me a lot of time. Like 20 hours for each video, I'd say, on average. I mean, I don't sit down for 8 hours straight. I'll probably do 2-3 hours a day editing. Like tonight, I already did an hour this morning. I'll do another 2 at some point during the day. Yeah, that's what's weird. Like people do like consistency. Like they're coming to your channel because they like something, and then you do something different. They're like, it's, I don't know, it's weird. That's the beauty of YouTube too, is that you can do different things and you can kind of see You can kind of make a connection with the person and see like more real stuff than you would on a television show. Yo, Bud Chronicles, welcome in here. Appreciate you coming in. We got one little kitty cat on the bank, but I don't know what it looks like on camera because our camera was overheating, of course, at the time. But I'm about to cast the rod on the left. Yep, I hear that, Justin. Yeah, give that a try. Let's be. Yep, I agree. But I'm gonna get you wrenched up here. Seen you around enough. Standard. Oh, look, there's that numbskull. That numbskull's in here. What's going on? Well, yeah. Yeah, it's not really hard to respond to comments. I'm always afraid I'm going to miss some because I use the YouTube Studio app and it brings up all the comments, and I do it every day. And then eventually I'll get another comment and it'll say 3 days ago. And I'm like, well, how did that comment get missed? But I think I do a pretty good job. I hope. If I don't, it's not my it's not my doing. It's the YouTube tools. Let's get that pack bait back out there. Look out. Jeez, oh man. I think I'll bring the green rod in at the same time. I want to recast that one. Maybe put some fresh chicken liver on there. That actually looks good. I'm going to send that right back out. We'll move this one down river, and then we'll put the pack bait in the middle. All right, let's give that a shot. Whew. Oh, that's great to hear, Ralph. That's great. That's a good way to look at it, man. Physical and mental brain health. And thank you for your service, Vietnam. Thank you very much. Got 18 folks hanging out. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if I've ever gone set up somewhere where somebody else fished before. I'd rather go find my own spots. But it's cool. Hey, Russ, what's going on? The shade's growing a little bit. I want to move you guys back out with a better view, but dang phone wants to overheat on me so much today. I don't know if we're past the overheating issue or not. I might be able to scoot you guys up. That might be a better view. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a kayak up and running. I would love to kayak and fish these spots, and then I don't have to worry about access, and you know, just get out there and go wherever I want. The leaves are hitting the line. That's all that is. That's not a fish. Hey, Yogi, welcome in. Welcome in. Nope, I've never done a live from this exact spot before. Not my favorite spot. But we did get a nice channel cat. Some people saw it, some didn't. We were having phone issues, but we did catch one nice one. I say nice. He was small, but he was very beautiful. Had the little dots on it. The baby cats get maybe a pound or so. But real hard fighter. Boat coming down the river. He's going to the dock. Yeah, I know you got it. Hard time getting reception up your way, Paul. I've tried up that way before, and they always turn into videos. I go up that way, and Stewart's like, "Go live, go live." I'm like, "Yeah, if you've seen these mountains we're fishing in, it's not an option sometimes." I'm doing, numbskull. I'm doing, bro. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice on the kayak. I find it so much more relaxing than a boat because there's less you got to worry about. You're right on the water. I find it a lot more peaceful, and I find it a lot easier to catch fish. You can sneak up on them, and especially when spots where you're fishing that are fished hard. You know, they're used to a big power boats pulling up, and unless you really have your boat control, and most people don't. You know, that's the biggest problem I see with boaters. They don't have any boat control. You might as well park it on the bank then. You know, you watch a pro, that's a whole different story. They know how to hold a spot. And, well, now I guess you got spot lock and all that crap. Maybe people are better at it than they used to. But I used to find that I could get up into the shallows and fish spots where everybody else would scare the fish out of. We used to go up and fish Ontario in the summers growing up and spend some time up there. And I would take rod on the right's getting banged around. There's a leaf on the line. It might just be that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that thing goes down. That's the carp setup. Whatever. Yeah, I got a nice channel. I got my PB channel on a kayak, 17 pounder, and I would not want to. I kind of do, but I was joking, I guess, that I wouldn't want to fight one much bigger out on the river like a big flathead in the dark. You know, it would definitely. It takes some experience for sure. That thing pulled me all over the place. Busting. Man, how you get that far behind? No worries, Bud Chronicles. Do the same thing. I appreciate you having me on in the background. The rod goes down, you'll hear me yell. Bang, bang. That's what I'll yell. Whoa, close up. You guys see that gray heron? Tried to take me out. Got his PB flathead and the yak. Yep. That's awesome. Yeah. The only way I got him in, honestly, like I had no control over this thing, and I was probably 150 at the time. So you know what I mean? I was skimming like a bobber out there. I wasn't tiring him down at all. I was just along for the ride. And eventually he took me up on the edges and I got jammed up into some branches. I had prickers sticking in me. And that was the only way I could like finally get some pressure on him and land him. Yeah, Yogi, they're a beautiful bird and always gives me hope when you pull up to a spot and you see one, you know you're fishing in the right spot. They're usually there catching fish too. Unless you have a pond in your yard, I think most people love those birds. If you got a little pond in your yard, they become the enemy, I think. Thanks, Jenny. Jenny's always sharing out the links. Appreciate you. It's today Thursday, Halloween. Come on, let's get a takedown here. There's a little rocky beach not far from here. I had walked down there earlier, but I saw a couple roll there, but I think my green rod's basically on that same spot. I'm staring over there trying to figure out if I should go further down to the left. Problem if you cast too far down, you got just enough current that if you get a good one, you really put yourself in a hole trying to get this thing back up the river. Justin is back. They're going to bite tonight. They will bite tonight. They just had an off night. So you caught 6 2 nights ago. Last night, nothing. So they'll be back on tonight, I think. They got to let their lips heal up. Their lips are a little sore. There was a comedian that was talking about that a couple nights ago. I forget who it was. I like watching comedians. And he was talking about how Halloween's his favorite because nobody ever asks you what you're doing for Halloween. You don't ever have to make plans. And Skeeter likes Halloween because he works at a haunted house, so you know he likes Halloween. Yeah, no one in here is surprised that Skeeter's favorite holiday is Halloween. Fishing definitely takes a lot of patience. Fishing live is a whole different level of patience. It's you trying to give everybody watching patience. I have no problem being patient. My challenge is trying to keep everybody else patient. Like Skeeter and I say, we both live in the same state. We fish the same type of style. You know, we might not have the best spots. You can only do what you can do. You fish your spots, man. Stoner Bob. That must be Skeeter's buddy, Stoner Bob. Yes, I remember Red Skelton very well. Creed is back. Hey, Don Johnson. I'm down on the river. You can I think you can email me or something, but I don't want to give it out any more obvious than it already is. It's getting harder and harder to find spots to go. I feel like wherever I go, the next day there's a crowd there, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut as much as I can. That being said, somebody wants to fish with me, I'm always open to fishing with people. Yeah, Julie, it doesn't have to be that way. You can just ignore all that stuff. I still like Christmas, and I agree with you. It's ridiculous, the sales part of it. But we do like the cookies and the baking. I really enjoy that, and to me, that's what Christmas is about. Like that part of it. But the whole gift buying stuff, I'm not a fan of the whole exchanging and the stress over that. That's not my favorite part of it. So I get what you're saying there. Awesome, Skeeter. Then it's just a couple days or weeks wait until you're officially monetized. That is awesome. Yeah, yeah. If Mariah Carey, they're throwing her out. They're throwing her out of the ice. These flies are loving this chicken liver. If you have any enemies, guys, just a little chicken liver outside their yard. Well, no, I didn't say that. uh, yeah, 420, yeah, that's his favorite for sure. Used to help build and work JC's haunted house. Eventually got to be a pain in the backside. I thought that was going to be a joke at first when I started reading it. Yogi's been running it. Awesome, awesome. I've been catching, I always have him running. Always have. I watch him every night. He's always in the background if I'm not chatting. Always got him up. I hear him pushing at our channel. We're going to fish together once he hits, what is it, 1,000 subs. We're going to do an all-nighter, Skeeter and I. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. Halloween night tonight. Mission Discover is going to do a live. Somebody else is live. Skeeter's live. But I feel like somebody's got a premiere tonight too. I was thinking it's All Things Country, but he was on last night, right? Unless he's got 2 in a row. Maybe he's doing a live as well. You're down where everyone else is, man. I pulled up there and there was like a crowd there. There was a whole crowd there. So I had to go somewhere else. I couldn't get in. It's the same way, man. It's the same way in the Perkiout. The spot I used to go to. There's 2 cars there every day now. I'm just gonna have to stop doing lives. People laugh, they're like, oh, it's no big deal if you give a spot out. Yeah, it is, man. It's a big deal. You run out of spots real quick. Julie said we love doing the presents and decorating for our daughter. She absolutely loves Christmas. Yeah, that's awesome. My kids are a little bit past the best years of Christmas. When they're like, 2 to 7, it's like the best. It's the best. Somebody wants to see Trapper. Sounds like you're in trouble. Speaking of BAM, I got a workout last night. The first half of Brad's video, he did all the BAMs, and the second half we had to do our own BAMs. Why'd that rod go all the way down there? It wasn't down there before. What's going on? I'm gonna have to recast. Johnny Small Pepper, let me get you a wrench so you can connect around. I appreciate you coming in here. We used to be real tight on the wrenches, but we just let it fly. Eco's in here. Where do you go sneak in from? What's going on, bro? It's hard for me to see here. We had one BAM, and then we lost the live, of course. Doctor's appointment. Hope all is well there, Brad. Hope you got a passing grade from the doctor. We got 24 in, 47 thumbs up. I'm getting ready to recast everything. I need a fresh start here. Man, I'm so far behind. You guys are flying. You get caught up. All right, Creed. Have a good night. I'll try to make it over to Missions at some point tonight. I don't know what I'm doing. I might be trick or treating tonight. Well, with my kid. Yeah, that's another spot, Eco. Another spot. There's people there all the time now, too. And I don't like publicize the name, but you just never know who's watching. You know, you have the live, you've got 6 or 7 people chatting, you got another 13, 14 people just silently watching. Like I said, man, send me a message. We go fish together or something, but I spend a lot of time looking for places. If it means I got to constantly look for new places, I keep losing them all, I'll just stop doing lives. Or I'll go fish, city ponds. That's probably why the top guys just fish these ponds. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm just young and dumb. Go to a place that's already blown out, do your live, and call it a day. Yeah, you better up your BAM game. Actually, it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun adding the BAMs yourself. The damn BAM was a good one. And then that was it. The damn BAM, and then I didn't hear any more BAMs after that. Yeah, you're right about that, Will. You were right about that, man. One of my favorite spots, and I hate to say it, and I'm sure it was, from me, is now closed to the public. And it was one of my best fishing spots. There, Slab, welcome in. Or maybe they didn't give you the right spot, Pickles, huh? How do you know? That's the problem we have, Will. The trash that's left behind. Let's bring in these rods and get them recasted. I got some islands forming around on the line out there. That was me. Got myself excited on that one. But it was just me. I don't know how that one got all the way down there. I think that's going to be a snag. Look out. God. Dang. What a mess. Ripped the whole dang tree out. Come on. I'm going to try gizzards on this one. Dang, that ain't coming off. with a pack bait in the middle. Yeah, the other problem with spot burning on a practical matter is if somebody gets known for burning spots, you become an enemy of the community real quick. And I don't want that to happen because I know guys that's happened to. And I'm not out here, like some people blur out everything. Well, there's tons of good spots. The problem out here is access. Actually accessing those good spots. Let that line adjust a little bit here. That should be good. I think we got enough shade. I can come straight out now. How's that look, guys? Let me know if that's all right. I'm going to try to hook the external battery in. Slab, you don't look well, bud. You look like you need to take a sick day. I'm going to need the day off. 51%. All right, I'm hooking the external battery up. Yeah, please just, it's hard for me to keep up with chat. I know there's times, well, it's hard for me to see it, not keep up with it. I can keep up with it, I just can't see it. Just typical rules are like just drop links of people that are here. I make exceptions to it all the time, but that is our general rule. Unless they're members, and members a little bit different. We do try to work with our members closely. It's a give and take. I think we gain more from working together than we lose. What's going on, Ted? Fighting with an overheating phone today. We did get a nice channel. That's about it. I think I'm taking next week off from lives, Ted, and I'm going to be in the tree. I'm going to try to bag a buck here. He's been showing up on camera at the right times, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Ted? Look back here. Huh? I could send this thing around, bag a buck right behind me. See? I'm pretending to be fishing. So that deer gonna come out and I'm gonna spin around and grab the crossbow. Well, you missed your opportunity to doe, then, Paul. You got to get those tags in like July. But you can still get a buck. I think that was a leaf hit on the middle rod. I did, Ted. I didn't see the actual video yet. I saw the thing and I saved it on my to watch videos. I will definitely catch that. Was that in Ohio? Congrats on that. That was a monster. Yeah, I'm the same way, Paul. Thank God I've got a best friend who bugs me into getting it every year. Like last thing in July, like I'm not thinking about hunting in July. I do my scrapes and I got everything. Like I know when I put the salt bricks, I know all that crap. So I do it pretty much the same time every year. But as far as going to the store and buying my license, it's just fishing is easy. I go New Year's Day, I walk into Walmart, buy my license every year. But hunting one, it's always a easy one to forget. Ooh, green rod. Come on, baby, go down. Got a little tap and then some slack. I'm just gonna let it go. Ooh, slack in the middle rod. Here we go. Here we go. Something's got to go, right? The answer to that question is no. It does not have to go. Ah. Definitely be watching it. I always leave a comment when I watch it. You got the 10-year fishing license. When does that kick in? Is that I don't want to guess how old you are. Is that an age thing? Or is that just straight up buying it? Yo, Dave. I got two holders there, buddy. Worked perfectly. We had a takedown. We had a takedown already on it. Got our first channel cat with the double hook angling rod holders. Loving them, man. I love those things. That's the man right there, double hook angling. Want to go buy some jigs from him or rod holders? That's the guy you got to talk to. Brad, so just opened my new fishing rod. My first time running a 7-footer. Need to break it in with some BAMs. Bam, car door, right in the back of your car. Try not to break this rod, Brad. You're gonna be down to your clown rod. Yeah, just the one today. Just the one today. Yeah, it's too many rods in the water there. Too many rods in. I'm gonna have to lighten my pack and just walk down, do the hard work, get into spots where nobody's willing to get into. There's plenty of good holes. You know, the river itself's awesome. You got a boat, it's awesome. If you're relying on public access, you're gonna fight this battle all the time, and I don't want to deal with it. I'm just gonna take a little extra walk. Ted, I got a 9-point in PA and a 12-point in Ohio. Sweet. I just got the 2 doe so far. Absolutely, Dave. Bam, mobility scooter. Yeah. So Brad broke one with some dude on a mobility scooter broke one of Brad's rods. Brad then yeeted him into the river, I think. And then I think he broke the other one by himself. So he's bammed to 2 rods, and not on pike, but just bammed in general. I think you saw mine yesterday, right, Steve? I had them laying up on the table when we were fishing. Theo got his like opening day, right? I get confused with so many videos. I could have sworn that was early on. I watched that one. That was awesome. That was Russ. Russ was the bad boy. Sorry, Russ. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear, I think you can hear me if you got timed out or when you were timed out, but yeah, just try to keep it in here for the most part, or clear it with me first. And today's, maybe you try to, but today sucks. I got the freaking sun right in my eyes. I can't see crap. I'm in a bad mood already. But usually just let me know, man. I know the names and I'll promote them out there. But we got an awesome community and it's growing and I want it to keep growing and it's cool. But there are some people out there that just come into a live and drop their buddies live and they're just like sent out to promote. And I know, I'm sure some of you guys go and do the same thing for me and it's because you like me and they like that. Like I get the whole thing. But if I can see the chat, I guarantee you I'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Terry, I got boats. Yeah. Got boats. I just have a certain amount of hours in the day to do things. Yeah, I thought he got his on opening day. Yep. We'll be, I have a slip. Next season I have a slip, so we'll be doing a lot of fishing on the boat next year. We didn't this year because we were going to move down and do river fishing. Then they closed up the boat launches, so you can't access them after dark, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Some of the guys you see on the river have private access. I don't have private access. I don't have the money. So this is what I'm doing. Nice, cool, Steve. Yeah, they're heavy duty, man. Depending on the soil, you need a hammer to get them in, but that's a small price to pay because those suckers are in. They don't twist like the cheapos. Those cheapos have served me well, Brad. Don't give me a hard time again. I know I told you to buy the $2 ones. Just saying. Eat Miracle Whip for a few months, save up your money, and then hit up Dave and get some of Dave's. I even said in that cheap video that I put you guys catfishing for what, $85. Nets, rods, lines, rigs, everything you needed. 85 bucks, rod holders. I said in that video there's certain upgrades you'll want to make with time. Rod holder would be one. Dave, I got something coming to the mail to you as well, bro. I think it's due any day now. It took me longer than I wanted to, but if it's easy to do, check your mail before you go. You might be able to use them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Midday kitty cats. Yeah, I got a 14-foot. Well, I've got 3 18s in Alaska. Obviously, I can't bring them down. I wish I had them down here at Lund's. But I have a 14-foot V-hole aluminum that we keep up on one of the reservoirs. You have to have a slip rented there, and then it's got to stay there. Last year we took it down because we were going to come out on the river, but with losing my job and doing the early retirement, I couldn't afford the engine that I wanted to put on it to get around the river. And then there's no access on most of the stretches. They shut everything down at dark now. So I was not in the mood to go out and buy an expensive engine because most of the lakes I fish, it's a 9.9. So, I'm not going to buy 2 engines. I got to buy one. I already got a good electric engine for the lake that I fish. So next year, I'm definitely going to be setting that all up and fishing lives on the boat a lot more often. And it's a good reservoir. It's a really good reservoir. Lots of quality fish in there. What's nice about the boat is like you can go wherever you want. And if the cats aren't biting, you can get on the white perch. If they ain't biting, you can get on the bass. And, it's a lot easier to change what you're doing while you're out there on the boat. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be something different. You've been Thundertruck. Talking about. If you rock them side to side as you push down, they go in okay. Yeah, yeah. We just in the middle of a drought. This spot, they went right in. You see how deep they are? You see how deep those suckers are? I took them all the way in, man. They went in here no problem. The pond, I was like, man, I got to bring a mallet. But yeah, the side to side, they go right in. The problem with the cheapos is, especially when they get older, they get a little bit of a bend to it. The aluminum bends, you got to try to bend them back. Otherwise, they start like, they sway when you get a fish. And I know I've already lost a couple fish because of that sway. Just gave them slack at the wrong time and they popped right off. Up to you, Steve. Saturday's going to be a family affair. I got both kids and my wife, and my older boy does not do well with strangers, to be honest with you. Um, so I mean, it's a public place. You're more than welcome to come and hang out, but don't be surprised if I can say hardly anything to you because it's like keeping both of my kids in one spot without them killing each other can be a full challenge. And what tends to happen is one kind of blows up emotionally and then the day's over. And I don't want that. I want to spend some time with them. Travis will be there. He'll have his 30 kids there. It'll be a big celebration. Yeah, Dave said he's in a wheelchair, but he can push his into the moist ground. But he's also fat. I'm working on that, Dave. I'm getting fatter by the day. No one can be a helicopter popper, trapper. There's only one like me thinking about me. Look, Terry, if you're going to start making fun of my typos, we will likely be here all day. We got kayaks coming in over at the launch. We get caught up here. We got 20 people in, 51 thumbs up. Appreciate it. Slab, I've been using the cheapest ugly stick rods and Shakespeare reels for decades. We outfish everyone without an issue. Yeah, that works in lots of places. Yeah. You're fishing somewhere where you can catch a giant. You don't want to miss that opportunity. You don't want to miss your lifetime fish because you cut the corners. But yeah, I mean, I fish cheap. My last video is literally about fishing cheap. It was a $25 combo rod reel. I said $85. I'm talking everything. But yeah, it was the white rod, the Tiger, Shakespeare Tiger. It can take up to 30-pound line on there. Well, it says it's rated to 17, but I've tested it up to 30. It gets the job done. Will I trust it on a 112-pound blue cat? No. So if there is times where you definitely want to upgrade. I'm missing a lot. I'm not. What are you talking about, Yogi? Is that the mullet? What if it's the new page? I was talking about you earlier in here, Yogi. You said, I forget what you said now. It meant so much to me. I forgot what it. No, you were talking about being positive. Somebody was in your chat trying to get a handle on anger issues, and you told them to not focus so much on being angry less, but being positive and happy more. And as simple as it is, I thought that was awesome. I talked about that early in this live. I've been very frustrated lately. Got a lot of problems with a lot of you people. I was airing grievances, and I was telling people I've been watching more and more of Yogi and Jenny because I got to clear my head. you're live every day, crap happens. You got to you got to roll with it and try to be positive but real at the same time. Serenity now. Yes, Travis going live would be epic. I don't know if he's going to go live on his channel. I think he can go live on his channel too. I like that better. He's a good dude, Don. I think you popped in yesterday when we were fishing together, right? Yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, yeah. Lakes are a little different than rivers, though. I would not, like the 50-pounder, like I would not want to catch a 50-pound flatty on that white rod. I would be very nervous. Just telling you like it is. Out here, when you have flow in the spring and you catch a monster flatty with structure, you're going to want, at least 50-pound mono to horse that thing out. But I hear you, man. I'm as cheap as they come. I've lost some heck of beautiful fish because I've been cheap too. Yeah, I'm telling you, that tiger, the rod itself can't be beat. Look, I always got it with me. But I'm telling you, you can't throw 10 ounces of lead on this. So if you need to throw 10 ounces of lead out, you ain't using this rod. It's not, I wouldn't go over 4 on this. You got current out here ripping in the spring, you're throwing 6s and 8s, and that's, it's more about what you're using for bait and what lead you have on than the actual fish sometimes. That's where I was coming from. Yeah, Terry, I usually just crawl in with my hands. You guys are all suckers for spending money on rods and reels. We just be noodling them up here. When I come up on Eric's Live, I encourage those who enter to enter with kindness. I'm always kind to everybody, but I usually enter in anger issues. I come in like I'm going into the doctor's office. You realize there's no toilet paper and it's too late. Nice, nice. 7-foot rod. This thing bent over, half coupled with a loose drag, and that's what you need. If you're going to be on YouTube, you need a rod that's going to bend over with a loose drag. I'm telling you, it's that simple. You need a good takedown. The rod needs to go down easily, but still land the fish with the drag screaming. There's not a lot of rods that can perform that way. Trapper has he put pictures up. He has a post. It might not be a video, Skeeter. He got a giant, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, he's got an Alaskan gem up there. Don't neuter them. Yeah, snap the Donald Duck. That'd be a great video. There's always some dude, if you're at like the trout derby, there's always some dude walking around. It's usually like a teenage kid, like the hook straight up on a swivel, a piece of hot dog dangling off. walks by an hour later, you see him at the winning first place, and you're like, what the heck? It's just fishing, you know? I watch his lives. I'm usually not in when he's live, though. I don't, like, nothing against his live. I love his lives. I like his lives so much that I don't like to get distracted by the chat. So I usually catch them after. So Brad and I, Terry, are going to design a rod. We're going to design a YouTube rod and reel combo. It's going to have all the BAM quality. It's going to be called the BAM. It's going to have a screaming drag. The rod's going to be bent over immediately. Even if it's a leaf, it's going down. It's going to be a internet sensation rod. Did I finally get caught up in chat? Probably not. I might have. Can somebody tell me the time quote? It sounds like everybody's leaving the other spot. I do 4 hours regardless. That's what I got to do. I like doing the 4 hours. You bought your second dew of the day. Yeah, for God's sake, go see Trapper's Fish, Skeeter. Skeeter, go see his fish. 12:04 p.m. I'm assuming that's my time. Thank you, Joy and Stuart. Thank you. Joy. Why do I keep calling you Joy, Jenny? You know why I call you Joy? Because if I say Jenny, I got to say it like Forrest Gump. And I hear Brad saying it. Jenny! And then I think of Van Dam Pond with the Bam Bam. And I'm off the tracks mentally. 12:05. Thank you for that. Here's the secret to my new rod. The drag sound won't actually come from the drag. It comes from the crank. So when you can run your drag wherever you actually want. That's the genius. That's the genius in it. And the rod action needs to be adjustable too, so that it can handle a flatty or a sunfish and still scream drag. That way you don't know what's coming out. Everybody's glued to their seats to see what kind of fish comes out of the water. You don't know. You don't know if it's a sunfish or a flatty. We're going places, Brad. Peas and carrots, like peas, we go together like peas and carrots. That's right. Yeah, Stuart runs on the Eastern Standard Time, even though he lives in Scotland. My favorite is when I go into Stuart's lives and I tell him, it's getting late here, I got to go to bed. Of course, he's 5 hours, well, 4 hours now with their dumb time change ahead of us. But I still like to say it. Forrest Gump is a great movie. Them about the fisheye lens camera. Center rod's getting moved around right now. It might just be leaves, but I saw a distinct movement with that center rod. I don't need bigger fish. I need longer arms. That's it. Just need longer arms. All right, Dave. You be blessed, bro. Tomorrow is Dave's Live. Double Hook Angling goes live every Friday morning. My time, Eastern, is 9:05. Yeah, 9:05 Eastern Standard Time. He will be live. He's Central Time, but it's 9:05 here. Mrs. Skeeter, happy Halloween to you. Welcome, welcome. We got the skunk off the bank early and then nothing since, but I'll tell you, I love catching river fish though. I do love it for all the stress and inconvenience and all that crap. Because I'm fishing waters that I fished for 50 years now, growing up as a kid. My dad used to put in here, we used to go out bass fishing. We never tried catching catfish because they were considered trash fish. So it's kind of fun to be sitting in the same spots going after catfish now. We used to bass fish out here all the time. We will do a 3-way live with Justin using the rod and camera, gain millions of views, then lose everyone. Justin fillets a bass alive. Oh, man. Is that wrong? Should I not have filleted that largemouth live? I say we do it. I say we do it. Either that or we live line one out for flathead. Largemouth bass, live lined for flathead. Well, here the head's exploding. No, Stuart, not fillet any fish. It's got to be a bass, because you don't keep largemouth bass here, even though it's legal as long as you follow your state rules and size limits. It's like a death sentence, socially at least. You will have so many haters. It's ridiculous. Back in the day, the neighbor would borrow a cup of sugar. Today, he borrows a cup of vodka. Stop making his own. Make sure you post it in the bass, the fishing, in Facebook. Everybody lives in different places around the world, and there's different realities. But Travis knows if I were to do that, he knows what would happen. It would not be pretty. I didn't do my costume. I was thinking about doing a costume. Stuart looked grumpy. I was going to dress up as Stuart. I was going to be a cross between Stuart and Axl Rose. And maybe Chris from Bogeley's, because he kind of does a really good Axl Rose. So I was going to be like a cross between them. But Stuart was grumpy. I could tell he was grumpy. I didn't want to dress up as him and him get all grumpy. So I just decided not to. Throw half the bass out as cut bait and put the other half meat grinder for job. Oh, man. Yeah, trout even. Yeah, you can catch a trout from a place where they're going to die in a month because they've been stocked and they're put and take, and you still get blasted. It's first world problems, as they say. Now I'm all for, like, following the rules and stuff like that and not wasting stuff, but a lot of this is first world problems. Dude, Lip Ripper's off the charts, man. I love that dude. I love that guy. He's such a good dude. But I cringe when I watch his stuff. But I know why he's doing it, so I get it. But I show it to my kids all the time, and I teach them. Obviously, I teach them differently, but I'm like, check this out. But you know what I respect about him is he's feeding people with his catch, and to me that's like that's it. If you're gonna use it, use it for the right reason, you know. But I'm more than that. Like I gotta do it. You know, I'm a wuss. I think about the fish. I stop. I kill them. I'm not above killing a deer. No problem at all. I'm not one of these guys who like, you know what? Like, and I hear it. I'm gonna say this. I probably shouldn't. But there's people down south that fish, and they have no problem taking a carp and beating it alive and then using it for bait. Sorry, don't need to catch a fish that bad to do that. I'm not going to do that. If I was feeding my family, maybe if that's the way you got to do it to catch it, maybe it's different. But just not going to do it. And I had some guy, I watched some dude one time, he was like, oh, I don't know how you can kill a deer. And I know this is one of the dudes that will beat a carp. I'm just like, nope. Nope. I'm getting off the subject. You've been thunderstruck. I just saw the name. Oh, Lord. What was it, Buddy Thunderstruck? Was it like a cartoon? The Buddy Thunderstruck. I think my kids used to watch that. Brook trout ate on hook under the fin. Oh man, it would be immediate attention, that's for sure. You would have some immediate attention on your channel. I say that, I still use minnows and worms, but something about, I don't know. We are back in the shade. We get you guys dialed back in here. Why does this look clunky now? Hopefully that's all right. Let me know if we're back. We back. All right, Mrs. Skeeter, we back. It's been a struggle with the phone today. It had to cool down. Oh, I'm looking. I ain't scrolling anywhere, man. This phone's on the fritz. Oh, man. Further back in the field with the shade. Following the shade, basically. I did recast that rod all the way to the right while we were on commercial break here. We got 12 back in. What resolution do you stream in, Bob? I'm pretty resolved, Brad. Pretty resolved. Yeah, pretty resolved when I wake up to stream. I don't know if that's your question. No, I don't know, man. No idea. What's the choices? I hit play. I'm not a smart man. Whatever it told me to stream in is probably what I do it in. I may have researched it at one point, but I don't remember. We're back. Caught a couple more while we were down. No, I'm just kidding. I've been live, according to YouTube now, I've been live for a negative 100 hours, 40 minutes and 29 seconds. And counting down backwards for some reason. So I don't know if I'm going to explode when we hit 0, but I am getting close to 0. So I got that going for me. So something about that, Mr. Thunderstruck, about the wonders of YouTube. I just press live and go. 360, 720, 1080, 4K. I'm not sure. I usually do 1080. If I ever see that option, I do 1080 because 4K never works for me for anything. It causes issues. But I don't know. I'll have to look at that. Maybe you think, are you telling me that's the problem? Maybe it slipped to 4K and there's an issue because I may have gone to 4K to do a short, but I know what happened was when I went to upload it through my editing software that I pay 20 bucks a month for, it doesn't handle 4K. Just the one, Mrs. Skeeter. Just the one, Channel Cat. Look at Jenny coming in with the knowledge for us. Turn your clocks back. That's for the U.S. Scotland already did, so don't confuse Stuart. Stuart already did this, so if he turns it back again, he'll now be 2 hours. He'll be catching up to us. So don't do it again, Stuart. I want to use a 6-inch native brook trout on a 10. Well, you're in the wrong channel. You know who does that. Go visit him. USA only. Well, the higher you go, the more it has to process stuff and the easier it heats up and the more chances it lags. Well, next time we go down, I'll check that. I haven't changed anything this week, but, you know, maybe when it gets into the 80s, I have to go down to 1080. If I am at 4K, I really don't know where I'm at. In many ways, I don't know where I'm at. I'm lost. Loving folks, 48 thumbs up. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it, guys and girls. I say guys, I mean guys and girls. Come on, fish. We are never lost, we are just flowing. I like that. Yeah, you can't be lost if you don't know where you're going either. We all float down here. I used to be a big Stephen King guy. I read that book and watched the movie. That I know what you're saying, Brad. I'd have to do some lives on the different settings and see what they look like. I think where it matters is if somebody is watching on a TV. I think it makes a big difference then. I could be wrong, and I don't think many people are sitting there in you know, stadium seats in their bedroom looking at the big TV. But I know some people do have big screen TVs, and I think it makes a difference then, maybe. Yeah, I didn't watch the new one. This is Skeeter. Will be flipping between Mr. Skeeter and Brad tonight. What time are you live, Brad? You got a premiere or are you going live tonight? I forget. Also fun to swim downstream. Yes. Go with the flow. I've been through it, Jenny, but just bike racing. Never really had time to look around. The water is warmer. Yeah, we tend to swim just upstream of the out the out pipes. Brad's going to be panning out some gold and doing some giveaways. No fishing. I will be live 5 to 7, then hopping over to GP's to join his live. There's no reason you can't fish with your little micro rod. You could definitely stock some goldfish in there and do a little micro rod fishing. Put a little rod holder there so you can get a takedown. Fun to swim upstream. I want to walk under this. I have a bucket full of minnows. There you go. Now we're talking. I want to walk and fish under this bridge, and there's a spot to the left I want to walk and fish. But the left is going to be too sunny. We're overheating here in the shade. We're going to be overheating over there. The bridge might be doable. Nice. Jenny might be going to Alaska in August. That's my favorite time of the summer there. The silvers, the water's low, and you can get the fly rods on the silvers and have some fun. Silvers are such good fighters. I'm going to scout out this area real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Huh, interesting. Might be worth a move. Might be worth taking a move under the bridge. Any action? Did I miss anything while I was gone? Ooh, did I just hear a bell? That would be awesome, Brad. Hey, Mira. You popped in while I was taking a little scavenger walk here, just trying to scout out a new spot maybe. Now we might move down there. We got one channel cat so far. It's a tough time of year to fish. Everyone says they love the fall, but I'm not a fan of the fall for catfish. But we're out here giving it a try. Hope you're doing good. All good here. From 5 to 7. Sitting back here, I got those little seed pods all over my hairy legs. This really sucks. Skeeters, we got the skeeters. Oh man, you hear me wincing in pain, just know it's me being a baby trying to get all these seed pods out of my hair. Get out of here, Stuart. You're cut bait bass. You're gonna get me banned from YouTube for that. No bites. Yeah, I had we got the one cat, and I had another takedown when I was playing with my phone that I ended up breaking that rig off. That was all we had. That was a good one. I think it was a flatty. Thunder, lightning, and rain back inside. Send it over, Terry. We need it, man. Send it over. All right, Justin. Thunderstruck. Have a good day. Hey, Brian. Welcome, welcome. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we got a nice little channel cat so far. I'm thinking of moving spots. I like to move around a lot. It's hard for me to sit in one place for 4 hours. It's not easy. There's a lot of crap to move too, but I'm always moving, and I like to find spots for different days. So when you pull up and somebody's in one spot, you got a couple other spots close enough that you can bounce to. So I might move down there and check that out. But I'll keep you all alive. Catching Stuart's live. Yep, Stuart will be live right after us. I might move, Steve. I might move here. Conditions are changing. No, I'm not coming down that way. I just might move up under the bridge. If they're holding the structure right now, I might as well move structure piles. That's what I would do if I had a boat out here. I'd basically be vertical jigging these piles of logs. Jenny, thank you, Jenny. Yeah, we finally, the wind's on the water. We've got a line of trees kind of blocking them from here. Yep, got one channel, Steve, one channel. Yeah, the breeze did just pick up. It's on the river, but it ain't up here. I wish we get some rain. I'd love to throw some worms out in the mix. I'm going to look at the weather tonight, like I said, watch my community posts later today, and I'll let y'all know what I'm doing. I do need to put some time in the hunting blind, and I don't have signal down there in my archery spot, and YouTube doesn't take too highly to hunting lives anyway. They don't promote them. So it wouldn't be a great live, it wouldn't be great video coverage. The signal wouldn't be good, so I might as well just do some recording out there at the GoPro and make a video of it for you guys. We know it's in that box, Mr. Stu. That's nice of you, Myra. Thank you. We got a boat coming up. We got a boat coming up. He's slowing down. I guess he's going to go over to the... Any type of wakes, you know, I like to have a little something different. A little wake coming through. See if we can pick up a wake hit. I saw Juno, you on a cruise or what? Juno's beautiful. Oh, I know, it's all beautiful. Thank you, Myra. You too? Mira. I think it's supposed to be Mira. I think Myra, it would be M-Y-R-A. I think you told me to call you Mira, but I got a bad brain. I'm trying to return it, but they won't give me a new one. I know, Terry. I watch them too, but I'm just saying, first video I ever put up, I had my channel taken down 3 years ago. It was a hunting video. You get a certain number of subscribers, they treat you differently. I'm hoping for a big fish. That's why I put the 4 hours in, so no matter what the bite's like, you know, you got the lines in the water. You never know. You never know. And we're going to keep those lines out. We're going to put the baits on there that we can catch a giant. And, you know, sometimes it's going to happen. Most times it won't. But sounds good. Was planning to fish with you on the Members Live Monday, but if you go hunting, keep us in the loop. Yeah, we may do the fishing. We may still do the fishing on Monday, and I might do the rest of the week. I may even, you know, because I can go live right at 10 o'clock. I don't need to be out there from 10 to 2 so much. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I mean, honestly, there's days where I'd be live anyway. I got to wake up and look at the wind. I've got one spot to really hunt next week. And if the winds aren't right, I'm not going in there. I'm not a big buck hunter, but I am playing right now for a big buck because why not? Biggest buck I've seen in our neighborhood has been under our stand, so just got to get the conditions and the winds right, and we'll make a move on them. Yeah, we're gonna catch a monster. Yo, Steve, with another $5. You the man. Thank you, bro. Is Brian live right now? What's he? Is he fishing? That's awesome. He's a good dude. He comments on a lot of our videos, so I appreciate that. He comes, like catches them on the replay, but I always see him in the background. I'll probably just use one of my crossbows. I don't even know what they are. They're all hand-me-down. My compound's a Darton, but I'm going to be hunting. I got a blind and I got a stand. I wanna shoot, even though they went under the tree. I want to shoot from the blind. It's better with the wind. See, like this, you see them there under on the camera on the stand, but I just know from my experience the way the wind blows, it's not positioned correctly. The neighbor put it up, and he didn't really think about wind, and that's huge. And we got one crack at it. Once you spook that big buck, he ain't coming back. He won't be around. He's coming in because I've done all the work to make sure we have a bunch of doe there, and he's getting interested. That's why he came off the farmer's fields to begin with. So I'm going to take my time and get him in there and get him out of the blind with the crossbow if I can. Taking care of business. I'll be in touch next week or Saturday to be out in touch. Awesome. Sounds good, Steve. Appreciate you, bro. You have a good day. Taking care of business. I had a nice 6-pointer across the road in front of me. Yeah, dude, we got an 8 and we got a freaking 12. And the only time we ever had a big 8-pointer, I had them on our camera about 3 years ago, huge 8-pointer. And that dang thing got hit by a car and died under my tree stand. I was so upset, man. I was watching this deer. I was like, oh, you know, I'm not a trophy hunter, but it's hard not to pay attention to a huge buck. You know, so I usually go out. If I get a couple doe in the freezer, then I can start playing the game a little bit and trying to get a nice buck. But I've been shooting Darton since I was 5 years old. My favorite. I love Dartons. I got a Miles Keller as well. But I like my old gray-black Darton. I don't even know what it's called. And I'm hard on my equipment. Yeah, I like the crossbows. You just are, you know. I'm not out for the sporting part. I'm out for filling the freezer. And our houses are pretty close together. I don't need to be knocking on my neighbors' doors, telling them like, hey, mind if I walk through your yard? I've got a wounded deer out here. You know what I mean? I don't even want. I tell my immediate neighbors I'm out there hunting, just so they know, because I feel like I'm just some weirdo peeking through the woods, and when they're driving by, I'm like, hey, I'm hunting back by the creek. I'm using a bow, and don't do anything different. Do your normal activities like I'm not here. That's all I say. But, you know, I've had to track them before where they went into neighbor's property and knock on the door, and there's no good that can come from that. What's going on, Dwight? Lurking out there, bro. What is going on? Appreciate you. I like our lurkers. That makes your job a lot easier, more efficient, especially with the deer that are running around here wild. Yeah. And I had a Hoyt. Yeah, Hoyt's a good bow. Man, I was up at Cabela's, and I don't know what made. Oh, I was looking for a fishing bow for Kevin, a bow line setup. Dude, I can't believe how expensive bows are. It's out of control, man. Like, when did that happen? When did archery become that expensive? Like thousands. I was like, are you nuts? I don't know, it just seemed crazy. Yeah, you know, Trapper. You fill that freezer up, man. Filling that freezer up. There's a chance I do the hunting and then pop up at night too. I don't want to mess Skeeter up too much, but maybe Skeeter can learn StreamYard and I'll pop up on his channel or something. We'll see. Or I just film, you know, I don't care. Or I can do member only. Dwight, you're not a very good lurker, Dwight. You missed a channel cat. I caught a nice channel cat. And by nice, I mean he was a kind channel cat, spoke nicely. Wasn't really that big, but he was a catfish, came out of this river, and thought about eating him, but I was so happy not to be skunked, I threw him back in. I shot would have been a 10-pointer over the dogs a couple years back. We went to collect him. Half the rack was missing. We hung the wraps at camp to this day. The half rack is up there. That would be me, man. You see a huge buck come out and you only get half. It's got half a rack. Hey, Mira, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. Take down recurve. I guess that's I've got so many bows and firearms. It's out of control. I got a big bear. I think it's a recurve. I also got a longbow. Compounds can fail. Yeah, I'm sure. I've never had one fail, but I'm sure they can. It's no big deal in my house because I hunt close to home. So I just go back to the house and grab something else. The other night as a recurve. Cool, cool. There's Myra. Welcome back. Sorry about the live today, guys. We had a horrible time with the overheating issue on the phone. We do have 47 thumbs up, and I appreciate it. I'm surprised anybody stayed watching. We went down every 10 minutes for a while there. It's horrible. Scotty, would be a great adventure. I love trains and steam engines. Once took. How are you doing the train out there? From Louisiana to Palm Springs, the scenic route of the good old Americana. Awesome. Yeah, I've been on the Pennsylvania train. I think it's called the Pennsylvanian, from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. We would do a race every year, and they would alternate. One year we'd go from Philly to Pittsburgh. The following year we'd go Pittsburgh back to Philly. And the way that I would get back to my car was usually by the train. I would take the Pennsylvanian. Tuna head Dwight is moving slow today. So are the fish. So are the fish. The weather's changing now. I'll tell you, it feels like it's getting cooler. I did a lot of running around, so I might have just been hot. Yes, it was a pretty cat. Thank you, Jenny. Had the spots on it. It was the Bambi of channel cats. It was beautiful. Boab. So, am I going to listen to Stuart tell me how to pronounce Mir's name? When you call me Boab, Mir Ahmed. I will do that out of a respect for Mir Ahmed. Mr. Stewie, the fish whisperer. Brother, I start a live stream now. Best of luck. Catch a big fish. All right, buddy. Good luck on your live. I'll try to catch some of it if I can to get out of here. Take care. Terry B. Palm Springs is mid-century, modern, classic, nostalgic, and mountains. Mountains are majestic. Yes, they are. I'm a mountain person. Love mountains. I've had 3 fail in the last 40 years. Do you do a lot of shooting, like target? That would probably make a difference if you do a lot of archery shooting. You mean like the cams fail or like the strings, you know? So I'm always replacing and waxing up the strings, but I've never had like cam or any of that stuff fail or an arm break or any of that. Yep, stay blessed. Now you're coming to the last frontier. That's what they call it. That's what they call it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, when you're hundreds of miles out, yeah, I'd have a backup too. I get lazy because I hunt in my yard, you know. 50-yard walk up through the pines in through my basement door and I'm in my gun safe. I did that last year with Lyle's deer. He shot it. We snuck out, crawled up through the pines because we didn't know if it was a good hit or not. And we gave it like 8 hours. And then I went back and tracked it in the middle of the night in the snowstorm. If you guys seen that video, that was Lyle's first deer. That was fun. Keep it up. You might be locked in the car, Meyer. I might lock you in the car today. I was down at your spot around 9:30, Don, and I saw there was a big crowd there, so I left. And I came over here right around 10, popped up. I'm live every day, 10 to 2, so I got to pop up somewhere at 10 o'clock. I stick to my schedule because I have to shut down at 2 to get home in time. I saw a big crowd there, and I never have luck with crowds fishing. I saw Ed's boat. Just decided I didn't have time. I just figured I'd fly over here and find another spot upriver. The limb split from weather and usage. Interesting. Yeah, I've never had that happen. That was in the 80s. Yeah. I don't think, I only have one. My bear is wood. I think all my others are some type of composite, so. Oh, center rat. Come on, baby. Fish on, baby. Fish on. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Woo, come on, baby. Give up to me. Gotta get down, guys. We're gonna get this guy. It's a carp, guys. Let's get down and get him. Whoa. going up. Gotta show you guys my new friend. I got a friend. Yes, sir. Got the out of them already. Oh, come Liddy. Calm it down. Calm it. Don't keep it. Calm it down. Calm it down. There we go. Nice chunky common. He was all tangled in the weeds, tangled in my other rod. So let's see if we're live. We're actually live this time. So nice common carp. We'll get him back in. Sweet. Let me get everything back out and then I'll be up to chat. Got a little wet on that one. Okay. Can't beat a river carp. Love it. Don't have much pack bait left. See where my bell went. I may have lost the bell on that one. There you go. It looked like a subtle takedown, but it really wasn't because the line was wrapped around the branch that was floating down the river. So as soon as I saw that rod go, I reeled down on it because I figured he was on it, and he was. So Yo, Dwight saw a fish. Wow. Dwight caught one for real. Sweet. 2019 caused the blow. Rod on the left just got hit. Terry B. Train from the Palm Spring to the airport. Got my rental car. A little more wind out there, that's what's going on. Living Zoo in Palm Springs, very sacred. Native American drove my rental car through Palm Springs up to Nevada. I went through, not to compare stories, but I drove through Wind River Reservation in Wyoming. And I thought that was a really cool experience. I know the reservations and all their history and problems and stuff, but it's still a good experience to see it firsthand. The OG Fred Bear compound my dad handed down. Someday I'll take a picture of mine, Trapper. Mine's old, hand-me-down too. Original wood grain. Thing weighs like 100 pounds. It's when men were men, you know. I hardly picked the damn thing up. That's right. Bam, bam, bam. Fish on, bro. It ain't easy sometimes, Brad. It ain't easy. I don't know. But we got him in. Fred Bam Dam. I forgot to weigh it. The scale sucks anyway. Screw it. I'm not doing any weights till I get the new scale. 9.6, right on the money, Stuart. What can I say? Right on the money. Curtis, what's going on, bro? May I ask a question? And I not? I'm not critiquing. I just didn't know if there was a reason for it. But why does he keep the camera so far away from the rods? I usually don't. Do I? I had to do it because I was overheating today. I kept overheating, so I'm chasing the shade. But you know what? The shade's moved, so you make a good point. You make a good point, bro. Let me tell you. Yeah, can't argue with that. I'm afraid of the water. I stay far, far away. I'm like a sundial. I am just like following the shade today, Curtis. We've shut down our live 3 or 4 times now due to overheating. We're up in the mid 80s. Now there's a breeze, so it's good, but there was no breeze. I'm on a south-facing farm field, and it was hot. So just overheated it. That net landed safely. Thank you. Appreciate the $2, Stuart. I have matching whitetails and recurve greenwood. It's my junior model, like my dad's big boy model. That's cool, Trapper. Just figure out if I can private message you stuff. I'd like to show you some of my collection, but between me and the government, I lost all my firearms, so I don't have any, but I do have some bows I could probably show you. 3 pounds, 16 ounces, dead on, perfect. We'll never know. 9 on the fish. Perfect. Right on the money. I was 3 years old in 1980, Terry. I love when people say that to you. Every time I went carp fishing, I just caught catfish, so I gave up and just went back to catfishing. I've caught as many catfish on my carp rig as I have carp. I don't catch too many out of the river, to be honest with you. I don't catch too many carp out of this stretch. Hey, Chris, welcome in. There's Bogley. I was going to dress up today as a cross between Stuart, Axl Rose, and Chris doing Axl Rose. It was going to be like a little copy of all of them. But I decided not to because I'm a wuss. Try to get caught up. There's Wendy. Well, I've moved it up, so let me know how it looks now. Now, when I go to the rod, the problem is it cuts my head off, but I will go to Yogi and Knuckle are live. Share time. It's an honor to share sacred space. I don't know about that, but thank you, Jenny. I appreciate all the work you're doing here. Tell Yogi I said hi, and tell Knuckle he's a numbskull. I will catch him on the replays. I hope. I do what I can. I do my best. Leather pants are not. I wasn't going to do the leather pants. Don't worry. I was going to do the flannel tied around my waist, which is as much Chris as it is Axl Rose. But the song was going to be Chris's. I was going to steal his song, but change it around because I ain't on the Delaware. I'm not telling you what river I'm on, but it's not the Delaware, so I can't use his song. Cindy has your number. I won't tell Travis. Oops, I kicked the stand. Thank you, Jenny. Have a great day. Let's see if we can catch any more fishies. I think we're at 110. Not you, Travis. Cindy's husband's name is Travis. Different Travis. Before the rumors start flying. It wouldn't be a kilt, it would be a flannel tied around the waist. It looks the same. Looks the same. Cindy made your page. I'll try my best, Jenny. Trying. I feel like the bite's back on, honestly. That breeze is helping. Got the rods out, fresh bait. 50 minutes to go. It's perfect. Another boat coming through. Of course you have a kilt, Stuart. Of course. No problem, Scotty. I'm here for you. Oh, that breeze makes a world of difference. It feels really nice out here now. The first 2 hours were just... It's amazing that southern facing slope this time of year, the difference it makes. I was brought up in a family of hunters, and we always took note of south facing slopes because they would have no snow on it, and that's where all the deer would migrate, to that side. Those were the spots you wanted to hunt, especially in the rifle season and, you know, late winter. And you can tell why, because it's just the different type of heat when it's hitting you straight on like that. $17 in, 48 thumbs up. Appreciate that. Yeah, nobody in here is surprised that Stuart has a kilt. I think you were given one at birth in Scotland. That green rod, I only have 2 ounces of lead, and that definitely is slipping down, but I'm gonna let it slip down. I don't have a problem with it slipping down. Bear hunting is the same. Always pick a spot on the southern exposure. Wild blueberry. Yep. Yep. Nice cover from the wind. You got the sun. Mike, yeah, we caught a nice, it's small, but I say nice because he was spotless. Pretty catfish, never been caught. Nice spots on him, channel cat, and then we just got a nice carp. So yeah, I mean I've had worse days. You going live soon, Mike? Born in a kilt. Hey, Right Touch of Fishing. Welcome in. How you doing? That's a carp fishing channel, UK, I believe. Welcome, welcome. We got one nice comment in and one nice channel cat so far. We're only wrapping it up in 45 minutes or so. Not the spot I wanted to go to today, but it sounds like we did just fine compared to how that spot produced. So just move around and find a hole and cast into the water and hope for the best sometimes. A little more than that. I know it was deep. I was on the other bank and I didn't like that bank. I looked at this bank, a little deeper water, a lot more structure. And it's just find the first opening where you can cast and land a fish and lines in. That green rod just had a little hit there. As soon as I get home, out and awesome, me too. Yep, as soon as I get home, take out an hour. Very nice channel cat. Exactly, it was polite. He does charity work in the channel cat spare time. Hands out candy, little catfish kids on Halloween. Very nice, exactly. I mean, I've caught some big channel cats, but they weren't very nice. They had tempers. This one croaked and made nice noise. It was singing a song. It was a nice channel cat. What did Travis say? Travis Ware Woo. Ware Woo? You okay, Curtis? You hit yourself in the head with a wrench? You all right? I'm not understanding that one. And if you're drinking a cold beer, you better share. That's all I'm gonna say. It's thirsty out here. I'm telling you, I don't drink a lot of beer. I really don't. But the fall, I start craving chicken wings, hot wings, and beer. And I'm craving it bad today. Singing Kumbaya, but it was hard to hear with the wind. Dang, nabbit. Oh. Folks, I'm out at the bus stop, so I can't see your comments. If I do, typo my bad. Gloomy out today. Drizzly rain. Should be interesting. All right, good luck to you, Mike. We know how it is, man. That's a heck of a fisherman right there. That dude goes out in worse conditions and will find a little fold of earth where he can cast from, and he gets them. Don, my email address is the first word's the tricky one, but it's you can Google it. It's a river in Alaska. It's Holitna, Holitna. Second word is river, and third word is lodge. So it's Holitna River Lodge at gmail.com. It is on my about page, but it makes you prove you're not a robot first, and then it pops up. It's a little weird. Might have you on my contacts too. You can text me. Don't drink beer, but I associate it with football season. Yeah, it must be something like that. Mick was watching yesterday, but his comments weren't showing. I'll check the block list to see if he was blocked. I don't know why that would be. I will check that out. Trapper nailed it. That's the spelling of Halitna. Yeah, as long as you guys are cool on my channel, treat everyone cool in chat. You shouldn't be blocked. We did have some issues, and a lot of people got blocked during that time, but I'll check the list. I try not to judge anyone on what happens anywhere else but my page. Yep, that's Halitna right there. That's how you spell it, Don. Trapper got it. Halitna River Lodge at gmail.com. Green rod's bouncing. It's got some leaves on it, which ain't helping, but that bounce is a little suspicious here. That's a straight up cat rig, so I can let that thing sit there. That cat will pull it down when he's ready. Big circle hook on there. Carp rig, I gotta be a little more sensitive and play it a little closer. But the two big circle hooks, they're gonna bite and pull and take it down. Yep, family friendly. Buzztail, what's going on? It's all right. I couldn't find a spot where I wanted to go, so I kind of was in a rush to set up somewhere to be on time for my 10 a.m. Show. So I just took a quick drive, a quick look around, set up on the wrong side, ran up over the bridge, ran over here, looked here, pulled my car over. Hopefully I'm not going to get a ticket where I parked. Set up, cast it out, and we got a nice catfish so far and a nice carp, so can't really beat that. Channel cat and common carp. It's river fishing, not a lot of access in this area. And you know, right across from us is great access, but it sucks. It's all a foot deep and just tons of snags. You never get a fish in there. So over here, I'm kind of on the edge of some parkland. There's no private property signs. It's right near a highway. I don't think anybody would care that I'm down here. So I just came out here and cast it out, and it's working out. I'm in Big Lake today. Very nice. Matanuska Valley. Very cool. I know that area. The Miracle Whip Lovers drama. No, it goes way back. It goes way back. I'm not talking about it on the live. It goes way back. It's like the 6 degrees. Everybody knows somebody, you know, and I'm not taking any sides. I just judge on what I see in my chat. That's all. So if we don't hear from Brad, we'll have to do a wellness check. It's possible that he has flipped his recliner over and is stuck on the floor. You know that I know that you know. What the heck are you talking about, Scotty? Butterfly wings can cause a ripple in the water. It's too deep for me. I know a lot of people have the issue right now. You can't comment. I can't comment on Justin's channel. I know I'm not blocked on Justin's channel. But it just happens. My recliner backs up against the wall. It's very safe with the exception of the fact that it is under the dartboard. Oh, man. We have a dartboard and we have a pool table in our basement. Once the weather turns to crap, we'll be out here anyway. We won't let weather stop us, but there might be a day or two where we decide to shoot some pool. I set Nightbot up on my channel and Nightbot went crazy timing and blocking everybody. Nightbot went out of control. Oh, Lord. Nightbot was like, I'm not taking any of this crap. You're out. Everybody's out. Everybody's getting locked out. Oh, that sucks, Curtis. I haven't set it up yet. I am going to eventually get that because I think it'll just be easier. It'll put out links and things like that for folks. Nobody will have to post stuff up like that. But yeah, nobody should be blocked on my channel unless I know about it. That's kind of common sense. You don't block anybody without letting the person that's running the channel know and why you did it. And for me, it's got to be, they're straight up already rules established, family friendly, no cursing, no smoking, no carrying on. And number one, be nice to each other. That being said, there are a few cases where I saw crap that I can't unsee, and those people are not welcome in. Nightbot became self-aware October 31st, 2024. That's when they opened that vessel that the Army was keeping secret and started the original zombie apocalypse. I think that's what happened. You remember in Return of the Living Dead, they tried burning the bodies, and then the smoke went up into the atmosphere, and then it rained, and then that smoke mixed with the rain and made an acid rain, and that dripped into the cemetery, and that's when the dead awoke. So that's probably what happened. It identifies as a blocker. There we go, we hit 50. Very cool. Yeah, on my phone I can't do nothing about that stuff anyway. Do my best to remember and go home and check it all out. Make sure you guys watch the community tab. Like I said, I've been live for 2 months now, 3 months or whatever, but might change it up a little bit with hunting season. I'm gonna go home and look at the weather forecast and kind of base it on that. Monday I'll still we're going to do the member live Monday because I want to do that. We already planned that. We're going to be bamming fish left and right, members only. We're going to have a panel. Brad's going to be fishing on the panel. And I guarantee you I will not get skunked. Guaranteed I will not get skunked. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to do some hunting next week, Travis, so I don't know. I'm going to be doing a ton of trout and carp at the same time at some of those lakes that, what I'm talking about. Satan's Reign is a horror movie that William Shatner was in. It was there were no Klingons and other aliens in the movie. Weird movie. I used to love like gothic movies, and I don't call them horror movies. I never liked the big like slasher type movies. I weren't as big into that stuff, but I liked gothic, where you never saw the monster, you know, that kind of creepy stuff. Yeah, I got to dust off my license. I got to make sure it's in the bag where I think it's at. Get to meet all our park ranger friends again. Good, man. I hope they keep checking. I'm like, you remember me from spring, right? I still got my license. They didn't take that away from me. Guaranteed, write that down. Scotty, Scotty, you don't know how Pennsylvania is. You getting skunked, it's impossible. All you need is $1 and a McDonald's drive-through, and you got yourself a fish fillet sandwich. Not saying it's fair play, but I'll do what I got to do. Not getting skunked on the Member Live. Insidious, my favorite horror movies, the older Stephen King stuff. Yeah, I agree. As soon as he got hit by the van, he went all weird. He got all political, and I didn't really care for any of his stuff after that. I mean, you only have so many, I truly believe you only have so many good books in you, or good songs in you. And then you just become dribbling out stuff to make money after that. And he wrote, the first book he got published, they bought another 9 from him. So he had been trying to get books published for years. And when they finally realized, oh, this guy is actually, really good, and his first book went huge, they went back. I think that was Doubleday was his first one. They went back and they bought another 9 books that he had already written that were sitting there. And those were all gold. I don't have them memorized anymore. I can't spin them off like I used to. And some of them were novellas too, because one was the book that contained 4 books in one. That was before he got told to write, 400-page novels. Some of those short stories, The Cadillac, I forget what that was called. It's called a different thing in the movie, but awesome stuff, man. Awesome. Carrie, like that stuff's just crazy. It's crazy good. The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is awesome. The llamas, who can tell me what the llama movie is? I mean, that's just awesome stuff. Laser beams coming out of llama eyes. My kids love that one. I had to turn spam filters off for cat lock being allowed in emojis. Note to self, don't get skunked alive. Yeah. Or eat your bait if you have to, I was getting skunked on the dock, and I was thinking, how can I get skunked? I've got a cooler of 30 bait fish that I already caught for these flatties. Well, I should have been rolling the camera for that. Carrie, yeah, Carrie's awesome. If you have kids, especially if you have any bullying that goes on, you can't not think about Carrie. I think that was called Firestarter or something, the book. Wasn't it? I think Firestarter. I love playing with the weather thing. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun times. Still not figure out the weather. No matter what zip code you type, it gives you for a place called Quero. Quero. That doesn't sound like one you wanted to say either. Sounds like a mix of a cheese and I know it picks up the first thing you type. So if it's a city with like 2 words, you sometimes get bad information and you have to go back to the zip code. Oh boy. Oh man. Carrie was the Cadillac movie. Firestarter is a great one, so 2 different things. combining them in my memory somehow. Yeah, I graduated like 2002, I think, and up to then I read his full works. I didn't keep up with him after that, but I had read everything he produced up to then. Fake it like Finn. Yep, yep. It's not faking it. If you constantly redefine winning, you can never lose, Scotty. I've fished with a lot of catfishermen, and guess what they always ask me to bring? Bring me the bait, because I am the king of catching bait, man. Bait king, that's me. Words of wisdom. Christine, yes, yes, Christine. The only way I could guarantee people not to get skunked if I had a fish tied up along the bank. Yeah, yeah. My luck, I'd go down there and the freaking turtle would have eaten it. You never lose if you shoot your rifle, and always call whatever you hit the target. Wow, dead on that oak tree. Nailed it. That's hilarious. Yeah, you have to have members, and I believe you can have members once you hit the first rung, which is what, 500. You need 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours, and then you can open up super chats and memberships. I believe. Don't quote me on this. This is just what I think it is, if I'm remembering correctly. So like we're blessed to have around 50 members or so. So our lives are pretty good, even if they're member only. It's a little bit smaller group, but I'll do StreamYard and panels and stuff like that. It's just, oh, green rod, guys, green rod. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, go down. Could have been a stick underwater, but that was like a definite hit there on the green rod. Could have just bumped into it too. Could have been a dumb carp bumping into my catfish pole. Let's go. Let's go. Smoked it. Maybe you saw something. I didn't see any. I didn't see it get smoked. I just seen a tap. Could have been a body floating down this river. That's autocorrect. We went to school together. Here is a video I made because I found it confusing too. Oh yeah, that's a great video. Yep. Thanks for sharing that, Brad. Totally forgot you made that video. I actually watched that. I never want to go through that again. It was such a pain in the butt. My social security card, I think has like my full name, middle name, and that's the ID I sent in. But like somewhere else, it's just my first and last name. And they're like, well, they have to match. And I was like, but you can see like the leap that I made to like, one's like got my initial in there and one's got the actual middle name. I was like, but like, there's the social security number. Like, isn't that a bigger deal? And I just went around in circles for months with them. It drove me up a wall. Those boards are kind of cool. We'll see people on those paddle boards. It'd be cool to go out fishing on them. Troll a big old catfish rod off the back. It wouldn't be so bad if they let you do it all at once. It's how you can only do one step at a time and then wait for them to verify. Yeah, the verification is like a week and you're watching it every second. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. I mean, I did it so many times and I ended up doing nothing differently. It just took finally. I kept emailing them, I kept doing screenshots, kept trying to take different pictures. So the problem was I couldn't use my driver's license because of the name. I had to use the passport. And they were literally the same thing. One had the middle name spelled out, and one had the abbreviation or whatever. So dumb. Then it didn't like my image. I don't know how many times I took a picture of my passport to finally get it to like show up correctly. Yeah, tell me about it. I need instructions for the instructions. Thought that green rod was going to go. Maybe it was just a stick. What time is it here? See if I can squint the time in here. I think it's like 1:43-ish, something like that. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. You have the best crew in here. I really mean that. Oh boy. I'm a little nervous that there's going to be a parking ticket on my car when I leave here. I will flip out if there is. There was definitely a spot to park there. There's no trespassing signs. There's no nothing. Safely off the road. I feel like you can't do nothing anymore without getting in trouble. Like they just want you to stay home. Still here editing. Appreciate you. Trapper, I've done some of my best hunting asleep. My dad would get mad at me because that was like my MO. I'd get up into the stand and fall asleep. But I shoot more deer than my brother. He was like, I can't be still. I better be unconscious. And I'd wake up. I would somehow be asleep, but listen, I could hear every stick break. And I heard a twig break, my eyes were open immediately. And I could see better, I could hear better. I was like, that was what I used to do. Go out there, fall asleep. It's not a bad thing. As long as these bells wake me up. You know, it's about 80 degrees. We're in the shade now. There's a nice cross breeze. It's pretty, it's good napping weather. Hey, GP, welcome in. Gentleman prospector right there. Another awesome member from the prospecting community. Appreciate you. We got one channel cat and one common carp. I'm running out of time, but not a bad day for this time of year. Green rod's pulling again. So if that thing don't go down, I'm thinking it's got a branch stuck on it. It's definitely a slow pull now. probably just let it sit out there. It ain't worth casting for 10 minutes. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I had a spot in mind where I was going to go. That didn't work out. So I rushed over here and happily caught a couple fish. So. Rod on the left looked like it's kind of moving a little bit now. Yeah, we don't have too many bears around here, Scotty. We do have them about 2 hours north of us. But in this immediate area, they've basically gotten rid of them all. They're supposed to be here, but they're not here anymore. What kind of boat is this? Can't tell if that's a raft or if that's like a speedboat. Let's see what kind of contraption this is coming in the water here. Oh, yeah, I think that's a speedboat. Yeah, baby. Oh, this is going to bring the bite on. Here we go. Knew I wouldn't get through 4 hours with some obnoxious noise in my life. We just got junk mail that looked official. I'd be calling verifier ballots that we received voting no matter who you vote for. Yeah. He's got a paddle. He's got a paddle and an engine that could probably launch this thing into orbit, and a paddle. Let's fire it up, baby. Look at this thing. This looks like, you guys know Great Outdoors. This is the suck my wake right here. I want to see him open this thing up. Peaceful here. Really nice, peaceful place to fish. Just love it. Love being out here in nature. The birds and oh my God. I don't know if that was loud to you guys, but like, you need earmuffs. He's coming back down. Here we go. Full speed, baby. Hit it. I need a rod to go down. That would be a great short. Be a great time for a takedown. The old 96er. There's nothing left on that plate but bone and gristle. If I eat that, will you throw in some extra t-shirts and hats for the kids? And he gets back to the house. That's the best, is when he gets back to the house and he's all bloated, and his wife opens up the trash can and he goes, look at all those maggots. and he hurls. Oh, that's got to be one of my favorite movies ever. Oh man. Oh, let's see if I can hook this guy. That'd be a good fight. Oh Lord. I can't see the time again. Try to focus my eyes on this. Why do they make it so hard to see the time? Come suck my weight, guys. Here he comes. Imagine trying to fish here in the summer when like everybody's out jet skiing and water skiing. So your fall spots might not be your summer spots. You know, you got to move around, try to find spots. It's not a trap, GP. You're not going to see Trapper in a bikini or anything. He's got a fish he's proud of. That's all it is, GP. You got him nervous, man. Might click on something, next thing you know, his computer shuts down and it's just love the peacefulness out here. Suck my wake. Yeah, you gotta troll fast. Yeah. Don't worry. No gators around here. We got more problems with human beings than anything else here. Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. Oh, these poor kayakers. Rest in pieces. Bam, bam, bam. Oh my God. Dale Earnhardt for sure. Reminds me of the champ. Where are you going with those two old oars? Got to get me one of these up on the river, man. Get out on the Hulitna with one of these. Now this dude's left his truck on the boat ramp, and now there's another dude coming with a boat. Gonna zoom in. This is gonna get good. He's got to get his boat prepped, but he's not gonna be happy. I'd go over to that truck and take the safety brake off. That's what I'd do. Yeah, it's gonna be an issue. Guys, welcome back to Boat Ramp Wars. know what the heck that thing is, but yeah, see, they're ready. That dude's ready to back up. His boat's already prepped. Fight, fight, fight. America. Come on, let's go. That's hilarious. Brad, that's America right there, baby. $161 octane burning beast right there. Just weighted 12,000 fuel. Well, don't worry. He's got it. He's got it to burn. He's got that fancy cover for his pickup truck. Did you have fun, buddy? Put your toy away. Did you have a lot of fun? Don't think that was planned. Tell me he's got to get his little oar out again. He's got to get his little oar and paddle this thing now. Is that not the kick in the pants when you have an engine that big and you got to whip out this little plastic oar and paddle it onto your ramp? I want to see him blast it up on the boat ramp like John Candy. Sparks coming out of it. That's a Hemi for sure. That's not America. Missing the heavyset woman in a bikini, the guy with the cut off sleeves. Oh, they're coming. Give it time, ATC. Give it time. Oh my God. There we go. Get ready for the accident's about to happen. They're probably selling it. They say the best 2 days of your life, the day you buy a boat and the day you sell your boat. He's probably getting video of it. He's going to clean it up because it looks too clean. He's probably getting some video on it. He's getting to that age in life where he's not that healthy. He's got to make some money. He's got to sell that thing. He's got medication bills paying. So those days are done. He's got to sell that thing. Here we go. He's got to rev it up onto the ramp. See if he launches it right into the back of his truck. Here we go. A little harder. Give it more gas. Let her rip, baby. Show it who's boss. Yeah, all the way, baby. That ain't doing nothing. All the way. Be a man. All the way. Ah, oh, dang it, that's no fun. Dang near will sink. Get a cross breeze on that thing. It's so low to the water. Hey, Paul, you just missed some quality entertainment right there, bro. We had John Candy show up. He sucked my wake out there in his jet boat flying around the river. Fun way to end the show. We got a carp and the channel cat today. I'm going to start bringing these in. I think we're just about two. I want to say it's 158. Through the back window. That's what I was waiting for, man. Just launch it over the back of the boat, right through the rear view window. Can someone give me a time quote? I can't see it, and the way my phone's been working, I'm afraid to go out. It won't let me back in. but I think it's probably like 153. I don't see a 2 there. All right, nice. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. The loudest leaves. I thought it was a herd of deer coming. It's just the leaves blowing off that tree. Reminds me of that joke. What's the fastest thing on land? Stewie Wonder Steve boat. 159. Look at that. I'll start cleaning out. I'll leave the rods out. You know how I am. Leave the rods out to last. See if we get something. So I fished a new spot today. Never done a live here. It's not bad. If I do it again here, I'll travel light. And we'll move. We'll hit there, we'll hit here, and we'll hit there. We'll move 3 different spots in 4 hours. Not a bad day. I'll take it, I guess, this time of year. I mean, it's just about November. Take what we can get. I wish we could do, I just wish we could put more fish on the bank for you guys. Personally, I'm satisfied with it, but I'm going to try to do better. YouTube's awesome. Just got a notification. Watch Skeeter's live chasing catfish in 30 minutes, 21 hours ago. Happens to me all the time. Happens to me all the time. Yeah, Trapper's got a big fish to show you, and it's nothing dirty, even though he makes it sound dirty. I don't know why he makes it sound so dirty. He's got a post out there you don't want to miss. Okay. I don't know what percentage we're at here. I'd like to take my battery off, but we might just bang die immediately if I do. Yeah, 25%. Yeah, I didn't leave it charging today because the charging was contributing to the overheating. Hey, those gizzards stay on a lot better than liver, but I don't think they work as good either. I gotta feed my baby channel cat. I know he lives under that bush. Gonna hook him up. Yeah. Watch the community post. I'll let you guys know what's going on, whether I take a break and go hunting or what. There's a chance I hunt tomorrow instead of going live. I will post it up once I get an idea what the weather's doing. Got to pull the car. I'm going down. I hate going down tonight because I want to hunt tomorrow, but I got to get in there and pull the cart out tonight. So see if we got anything. She's a beauty. She's a beaut, Clark. Happy Halloween to y'all. I'm going to shut this thing down. Stuart's live. Go over and say hi to Stuart. Brad's going to be live tonight. Mission Discover is going to be live tonight. So show everybody some support. Travis, Saturday is on, man. We're going to see you Saturday. Travis and I will be fishing Saturday. I estimate about 40 kids between his family and mine. There'll be a lot of kids running around. A lot of snags. We might see a hook and an adult at one point. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Lots of BAMs. I appreciate you all. I'll catch you on the next one. Watch for the community post later today. I'll keep you in the loop. Peace out. I'm still here. That's